Sarah Ferguson's relocation complicating negotiations with Prince Andrew. Sarah Ferguson, the former wife of Prince Andrew, is said to be providing complications in the royal family's negotiations over the future of Royal Lodge. Andrew is currently locked in advanced talks with King Charles over his and Fergie's continued residency in the 30-room Windsor home. Last week, both Andrew and Fergie surrendered the use of their titles as the Duke and Duchess of York amid mounting scandals relating to their relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. This further increased public pressure for the pair to vacate Royal Lodge, where they have lived, effectively rent-free, since 2003. While the couple divorced in 1996, they have continued to cohabitate at the palatial Windsor property. As such, their living arrangements have been said to add complications to ongoing negotiations about where the Sesta should be relocated, reported The Telegraph. It is currently unclear if Fergie would accompany Andrew to a new home, itself a thorny issue in the crunch talks, or find somewhere separate for herself. Earlier this year, Sarah sold her £4.25 million terraced property in Belgravia, which means a new residence will need to be found if she and Andrew leave Royal Lodge, regardless of her accompanying her former husband or not. Regarding the negotiations with Andrew, the most likely candidates for alternative accommodation are believed to be found among the King's privately owned properties. Among these, the estates of Sandringham in Norfolk or Balmoral in Aberdeenshire are considered the frontrunners, where Andrew could live in one of the many self-contained homes on the grounds. Being private homes of the monarch, such an arrangement would allow him to live rent-free without further cost to the taxpayer. While Andrew is understood to be resisting moves away from Windsor, it is unknown what influence Fergie wields over the situation. On Friday, it emerged that Andrew and King Charles are deep in talks over his future at Royal Lodge. Although Prince Andrew initially resisted, pointing to 5 decades remaining on his prepaid tenancy, palace insiders now detect increasing acceptance that relocation is unavoidable. His cast-iron lease presents legal obstacles to eviction, prompting Buckingham Palace to pursue voluntary surrender instead. A key sticking point in the negotiations remains the payment of a financial settlement to Andrew over his substantial investments in the Grade II listed palatial residence. Records indicate that the prince entered into a 75-year lease for the property in 2003, making an initial payment of £1 million. According to a National Audit Office report, he was additionally obligated to contribute £7.5 million towards renovations that were finalized in 2005. The lease documentation reveals that should the prince surrender the property, the Crown estate would owe him approximately £558,000. He would receive annual payments of £185,865 until 2028. Marking the agreement's 25th year. The ongoing saga at Royal Lodge, a 30-room mansion in Windsor Great Park, has drawn intense scrutiny as the Epstein scandal continues to haunt Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. The couple's title surrender last week, spurred by renewed allegations in Virginia Giuffre's memoir, has fueled public demands for them to vacate, with their rent-free status, costing taxpayers £3 million annually in security, sparking outrage. Fergie's role complicates matters, as her cohabitation with Andrew despite their 1996 divorce raises questions about whether they'd relocate together. Her recent sale of a £4.25 million Belgravia property leaves her without an alternative home, making Sandringham or Balmoral likely options. both private estates where Andrew could reside without public expense. Buckingham Palace is pushing for a voluntary exit to avoid legal battles over the 2003 lease, which extends to 2078 and includes a £558,000 payout if surrendered early. Negotiations hinge on this financial settlement, given Andrew's £7.5 million investment in renovations, as noted by The Times. Public sentiment on X, with hashtags like #RoyalLodgeScandal, reflects frustration, with users like @RoyalWatchUK calling the arrangement untenable. Fergie's influence remains unclear, but sources suggest her preference for staying near London could clash with rural relocation plans. King Charles aims to repurpose Royal Lodge for working royals, potentially Prince William's family, aligning with his cost-cutting vision for the monarchy. The Epstein fallout, amplified by Jufrey's chart-topping book, keeps Andrew under pressure, with his 2022 £12 million settlement failing to quell scrutiny. Beatrice and Eugenie, the couple's daughters, have been assured their own homes are secure, adding a personal dimension to the talks. Royal experts, per The Guardian, view this as a critical step to restore public trust, with a resolution expected by late 2025. Andrew's naval pension may not sustain him without royal support, pushing the palace to offer incentives for a smooth transition. The outcome will shape Andrew and Fergie's post-royal lives, testing their unique bond amid a shrinking royal footprint.